Pop Squat, coming at ya. Hey everybody, I got lots of sun today. I know I said that in the last video, but in case you didn't watch that one too. People have been asking for more Sematary. I'm happy to do more Sematary. Somebody actually sent me some money. Nope, I'm lying to you. Somebody did not send me money to react to this. This was, I think, from one of the patrons who said, "Could you please?" And I said, "I would be happy to." And we're going to listen to Sematary and Elusin. The song is 9 Scarecrows, which is kind of funny because the song we listened to, I think the first song we listened to from Sematary was called Scarecrow, or Scarecrows. And on Genius, I have found the lyrics for this, and it's actually listed as a song by Elusin featuring Sematary. So that is probably how I will list this in the credits to this song. This video, obviously, up in the upper corner over here says Sematary and Elusin, and the song is 9 Scarecrows. Looks like this probably is not a video, so why don't I move the lyrics on screen here, at least a little bit, so that I can get back to them if I need to. And let's give this a listen. It is an unknown amount of time long because I just clicked on it, and 2 minutes 35 seconds. Sematary and Elusin, or Elusin and Sematary with 9 Scarecrows. And I really liked what I heard last time from Sematary, and then Sematary and Ghost Mountain. And I'm curious if this is going to be at all similar, or if this is going to be Elusin style. So, in fact, let me take a look on Genius and see what they list as the genres: rap, pop, underground hip-hop, trap, alternative pop, and witch house. Okay, cool. This is going to be great. I'm absolutely looking forward to this. So let's do it. I'm not sure if you can pick it up very well because it's coming through the speakers and the mic, but it sort of is doing this, which is kind of cool, and don't hear that sort of thing very often. Okay, so the beginning of this... stop. Did you hear him meow? He wants to go outside. He's been inside all day, so he's going a little crazy. Yes, I know. You're okay. You'll be fine for 5 minutes. The beginning of this I find really interesting because it really reminds me, again, it really reminds me of like 90s, maybe a little bit of 80s, but definitely 90s alternative kind of emo-y music, just a touch of like CashApp with sort of that background, well, I'll go back here. So the sound that's kind of in the back, that's going on in the background, that definitely gives me sort of a feel of CashApp, and I'm sure there are other bands that I could think of if I really concentrated. A slight touch of maybe The Cure, just in terms of how it's put together. Very different sound from The Cure, which had more of that little bit of a kind of bouncy-ish guitar. They had a really interesting guitar in their stuff. I'm loving this, and when Sematary comes in, the whole tone of the song changes because he's got definitely his own style, and it just comes right to the forefront of the song as soon as he starts singing. And I'm totally digging this because it is so interesting sounding. Who is the Burlap Man? Because that is awesome. Such a dark, beautiful song, right? Like, and that's absolutely what they're going for. And like, Witch House is such a perfect name for it. In fact, what's really interesting is they pull in so much imagery, and Sematary, this is true for probably Ghost Mountain. I haven't listened to any solo stuff by them. And now Elusin, they pull in so many references to like rural things like cornfields and scarecrows, and was there something like even abandoned buildings kind of gives me like farmhouses and things like that. Like there's so much of that. The Burlap Man, like a burlap sack is not something that you encounter in a city, right? Flannel blowing in the wind by the house of the dead. Ah, yes, so good. I love the Burlap Man reference. All about the Burlap Man buried down behind the shack. Shack is outside in the woods. Angels carved all in wood. I remember coming here way before these days began. Scarecrow, I don't got no friends. Cornfields where I like to stay. Drag you through the woods. Carve my name deep in your skin. It's like a song version of something that the writers of the Blair Witch Project from years ago would have made, right? Because it has that sort of creepy edge to it that is dark and spooky, but still it sounds really cool, and it's kind of actually strangely comforting, and it's really cool. It's really good. I like this a lot. Now I gotta check out more by Elusin, and I'm really liking this Witch House style of music. It's really, really interesting. And I particularly like it because it has kind of that emo feel to it that I really think so many people who, like in the 80s and 90s, were into emo and goth and all that sort of stuff would love this. Love it. Like, crazy love it. I mean, it's just so perfect because it has that feel that is, it's great. I love this stuff. Yeah, I would absolutely listen to more Sematary and anybody in that whole genre. Who was the other group we listened to? Not Ghost Mountain. Oh man, it was the two guys. things, and they had like a storm image on the screen. I don't remember, but they were great too. Really, really good. I love this. So thank you to my patron, who I have forgotten the name of. Was it listed here? It was. William sent this to me, and I hope it's okay that I said your name. Thank you very much. If you're interested in becoming a patron, stuff is down here. You don't have to send me money, but you can certainly give me suggestions in the comments. I'm happy to get them. If you send me money with a suggestion, there is a much greater chance that I will get to it very, very soon. Guaranteed I will get to it very soon. And everything else, maybe I get to do 1 or 2 songs a day of sort of picked out of all of the stuff that people have sent me, which is dozens and dozens of pages of suggestions now. So thanks very much. I hope you're having a good day. I'll be back tomorrow with some more videos. I'm sorry I only had 2 for today. Bye-bye. Papasquatjon. Check it out. That was almost a name.